Hello everybody, welcome back. We are carrying on with Starfield now. So that would show the information last time that we didn't get to see at the end. So the following is the opening of Camille Flammarion's 1894 work on Mega, The Last Days of the World, in which a comet is set to collide with the Earth in the 25th century and people must come to terms with the end of the world and what that actually means. The Last Days of the World. Chapter 1. A magnificent marble bridge which unites the Rue des Rennes with the Rue de Louvre. I don't know if you pronounce that right or not. Which, lined with the statues of celebrated scientists and philosophers, emphasizes a monumental avenue leading to a new portico of the Institute was absolutely black with people. A heavy crowd surged rather than walked along the quays, following out from every street and pressing forward towards the portico, long before invaded by a tumultuous throng. Never in that barbarous age preceding the Constitution of the United States of Europe, when might was greater than right, when military despotism ruled the world and foolish humanity quivered in the relentless grasp of war, never before in the stormy period of Great Revolution, or in those feverish days which accompanied the declaration of war, had the approaches to the House of the People's Representatives, or the Place de la Concorde, presented such a spectacle. It was no longer the case of a band of fanatics rallied about a flag, marching to some conquest of the sword, and followed by a throng of the curious and idle, eager to see what would happen, but of the entire population, anxious, agitated, terrified, composed of every class of society without distinction, hanging upon the decision of an oracle, waited feverishly the result of the calculations when a celebrated astronomer was to announce that very Monday at 3 o'clock in the session of the Academy of Sciences, amid the flux of politics and society, the Institute survived, maintaining still in Europe its supremacy in science, literature, and art. The centre of civilization, however, had moved westward, and the focus of the progress shone on the shores of Lake Michigan in North America. Okay. Gravity paradigm. Truth is, what our scientists didn't know about Glenn-Could-fill volumes. The focus, of course, was on wormholes, and not only creating but maintaining a stable and sustainable Einstein-Rosen bridge. That was the goal. The end point. No one had even considered that maybe that was just the beginning. Maybe when we look at grav drive technology today and the ease of which we fold space and travel light years in seconds, it's sometimes easy to forget the possibility of what we've achieved. Dr. Josephine Inatu's seminal work continues for another 535 pages and has become the most highly respected text on grav drives and grav jumping ever written. Whew, glad I don't have to read all 535 pages. When I heard the learned astronomer, when the proofs of figures were ranged in columns before me, when I was shown in the charts the diagrams to add, divide, and measure them, when I sitting heard the astronomer where he lectured with much applause in the lecture room, how soon accountable I become tired and sick, till rising and gliding out I wandered off by myself, in the mystical moist night air, and from time to time, looked up in perfect silence at the stars. Walt Whitman's When I Heard the Learned Astronomer, while only a stanza, neatly encapsulates the author's disdain for the scientific over-analysis of nature's beauty. Okay. Sure. It sounded crap, though. I don't care. Okay. So, I delivered. But we will carry on for sure.
These are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
I see. So that's just oil spill looking thing on the floor that he's standing on. Okay. Stuff looks so bizarre and weird. Actually, I did notice something last time that I didn't loot that when I was before I went to go get my food. Right, let's actually see. Okay, Vasco, your gyros or whatever it is, it's going made me think an enemy had swung an alarm for a moment or something, but I was like, why is it so quiet? And I realised, oh, it's you. Well, I guess Mike Wazowski and Sully will be wanting their canisters back. Where is everybody? And why is everything... Careful. You will gain your CL2. When full, you will take damage instead. Oh. Oh!
I will assist you in combat.
The frick is that thing?
I am no longer detecting signs of life
Oh.
from the enemy.
Yeah? You could have detected signs of life before it even frickin' came out at me. I've got full CL2, that's why I've lost so much health already. It's not good. This is a problem. Red Rover, come over.
I am capable of carrying additional supplies, if necessary.
An excerpt from Liebel's Son novel Red Rover Come Over, an alternate history where autonomous robotic rovers gain sentience, replicated and colonized Mars before humans could form colonies. Larissa just smiled. The machine continued to blink its lights and emit faint whines as it surveils world, unsure of how to proceed, but machine communications was Larissa's specialty. She flipped the buttons on her universal comm units. Its LEDs blinked rapidly in response for her movements. It's okay, she signaled through the device. I won't hurt you. But if we've any hope of getting out of this cave, we'll need to work together. Larissa hadn't expected her day to go like this. Trapped in a disused mining tunnel under the surface of Mars with a frightened and potentially hostile maintenance robot, but her espionage training had prepared her for similar situations. The machine clicked and beeped in response. I trust you. It wasn't a direct translation, as precise as machine binary language was. There was still a lot of room for misinterpretation when translated to a native tongue. It was close enough. The robot seemed to relax its glowing aperture, expanded to let more light in as it gazed at her, taking in any information it could glean from her, and then it extended one of its many clamps in her direction. She took hold and with a firm yet gentle tug pulled the small robot out from the rubble. There we go, that's better, isn't it? She asked, clicking out her message on her comm unit. Now, if you could lead me out in this tunnel and back to my dropship, I can call for backup that could help your fellow machines fight back against your oppressors. The robot seemed to nod in and son him and began to wheel its way down the rocky corridor, stopping every so often to let Larissa catch up. So, is there an achievement for finding all these books? Because they seem like just random bits of information and ramblings to a degree, right? Can't activate any of this equipment. I'm worried about something crawling out and attacking me on that last time. Coffee mug. What are these drawings? Bits of hypotheses and things, I guess. Oh, what's that? Hang on. Cooler with lettuce and peach in it. Okay. Sorry, I am a loot whore, and you know, there's lots of interesting stuff. Because I don't know what's valuable, what isn't, you know. It's my first time playing the game, so that's just how it is. My life chunk by chunk. I was very young, only 7 years old, when I realised humans are animals, smart animals, sure, but still animals. To give us food, we'll eat it. When it tastes good and let me want to stop our hunger, those two things, that's what's the most important. After that, sure, some people want their food to be really healthy, as the experts say, some want it to be pretty, but most people, they just want to cram something into their face, and when the concept of chunks was born, so it begins in 120-page autobiography from Fred Bombart, founder of the Chunks Food franchise. Okay. A soil box, it's worth a lot of money, sure. Is this like a red alert kind of thing? Is everybody dead? Is everybody eating by those alien things? It's spooky. Somebody's gonna climb out of this one, right? No? Aha! There's like a two locker unit thing, top and bottom. We're learning more and more as we continue on. You sure? What's this? Staple gun. Well, one thing's for sure, I'm going to end up with a lot of money by the end of this. Lovely. Some credits. Med pack. Okay. Oh, stuck. Where are more of these facehuggers at, eh? Okay, there is somebody dead. We found our first corpse. Scientist, 325 credits on him, another 17 in the storage box. History of xenobiology. The first several chapters of Lars Nilsson's work seem to focus primarily on the digestive system of alien herbivores. The section in Dr. Lord's latest find revealed a creature that was just as she suspected, based on its outward appearance, an evolution in the microscopic hydrothermal worm. But our research also suggested a species that evolved in distinct stages, possibly growing significantly as it did. The question now remains, which version of the creature did Dr. Lords dissect, and what maximum size could it possibly achieve? The subsequent passage deals with Nelson's fascination with the predatory wildlife of some unnamed world. So is that an excerpt from a book on, like, the Alien movies, or is this like a thing that Bethesda's written?
You have picked up too much matter and become over-encumbered.
Yeah, I know. I think I can tell by how heavy I feel. Keep expecting something to jump out at me. It's making me nervous. Was that just you making that noise, or is that something moving around? Making squelching noises. Oh, aliens. I know you're out here. Hydraulic clamp. Why has this become like a horror game all of a sudden? You know what I mean? Yeah, there's definitely nothing here. I'm being over paranoid for no reason. Oh. Wait, we have pirates here. Okay, so we have enemies around. Is there any way I can get to whatever's inside of there? That do be the question. Food. What's that? Just a wine glass. Okay. Beer. Pirate stingray.
Huh?
You mean, huh? What have you gone and done? Have you got them to attack us now, Mr. Robo? Robo boy?
I do not feel pain, but I hear it is terrible.
Yeah? You kind of alerted the enemy to, you know, our presence while I've been stealthily sneaking around. My CO2 meter is full. So I can't run up and fight them right now. And you've doomed us both. Oh, I don't know. I'll be okay. No.
Violence significantly decreases one's life expectancy.
See if I can get them to come at the door to get me.
Waste of time.
I am aiming for your center of mass.
Pay for that.
Oh, this is going to be a challenge. Are you fighting?
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Huh? It's a shame you're not doing anything to help me right now. That's what the real shame
Please
is.
avoid getting shot. You might die.
You don't say. Well, if the game would stop freezing, I might be able to actually do something about that. Instead of it getting me in trouble. Now, let's try some espresso. That sounds good. Let's start actually using some food. See how valuable and useful it is. Espressos. Restore 2 health. Action use 16% less. O2 for 3 minutes. You know what? That sounds wonderful.
You've already lost.
Have I? Yeah, I don't know about that one. Chunks Employee Handbook. Soon as Savannah's breakout business, Chunks, Vanna, Fred, Bombard personally wrote the 3-page Employee Handbook. Phone is that's it for page 2. It's like that saying, the customer is always right here at Chunks. If you know anything on an expression, the customer is always right is always wrong. In this case, it's actually scientifically impossible for the customer to be right. They have no working knowledge of the state-of-the-art culinary facilities. If they had the secret recipes to all delicious chunk flavors, then we'd all be out of a job, me included. Okay, cool. Alright, let's go deal with this last guy.
In combat,
Gal.
Barrett often yells, pew, pew, pew.
Yeah?
I am not sure why.
My head.
Ah! What? Ow! He just blew up! What? The frick was that? That's hardly fair. Pickwick Papers. The Pickwickians. Okay. The first ray of light which illuminates the gloom and converts it to a dazzling brilliancy that obscurities where the early history of the public career of the immortal Pickwick would appear to be evolved is derived from the pursuit of the following entry in the transactions of the Pickwick Club, which is the editor of these papers feels the highest pleasure in laying about his readers as a proof of the careful attention and indefatigable assiduity and nice discrimination in which his search among the multifarious documents confided to him has been conducted. Charles Dickens' first book about the man who established a society whose goal is to travel and research human life, become a phenomenon, and establish the author as one of the best in his day. Cool. Oh, milk. Yeah. Notepad. Pen. I mean, why is somebody drinking... somebody was constipated, weren't they? That's why they were drinking milk while trying to take a dump. Hello? Ooh, antibiotics. So note to self. Don't use companions when sneaking around because they are terrible at it. Mr. Robo Brain doesn't try and sneak.
So many items on your own.
Yeah, it's also foolish for you to try and lecture me about it, because obviously I'm doing it for a reason. Well, I am going to need some food, though. So this food is terrible. Like you. Like you. That doesn't really matter. Free health. Free health. 5% movement speed. Oh hell. Oh hell. Oh hell. That's a cereal. Milk. I mean, okay. Full food spiced worms. Ew. Granola mix. Lemon juice. I got my health up a bit. So my main issue is just the L2 right now. I really need to find someone to sell to and trade with. Because then that'd be good. I can get rid of a lot of this weight that I've got on me. Because this over encumbrance thing is becoming a bit of a pain. That'll be worth some money. Okay, I quite like the sadisticness of these pirates. Like, they actually feel like pirates, not a lot of rubbish. Just too many books there for me to read. I cannot be bothered. It's way too much information. Medical sample tray, computer. I can't believe it. I got the posting. The United Colonies Xeno Warfare Division is now official. I can't even imagine the amount of red tape they had to cut through at mass. But it's long overdue, and I get to be part of it from the ground up. An official title to be Associate Xenobiology Technician, and I ship out in 3 days. Amanda is upset, but I assured her I'll plenty of leave, and we'll be back in New Atlantis in no time. I'm still not sure where I'm going. Definitely somewhere in the United Colonies space. Guess I'll find out when I get there. Marine drops another few specimens off this. Okay, I guess it's in order. We got our first extraterrestrial candidate today, and appeared to be an alien form, Lequage Venesta, essentially a giant spider. Oh, fun! Mikelsel is full of protective gear, tempted to attach a neural control interface, NCI. Our security detail is still trying to remove him from the cocoon, and we had no choice but to put down the creature. Minor setback. None of us expected success on the first try. I heard Dr. Paulson tell the others that a detachment of United Colonies Marines is scheduled to deliver another creature next Thursday. Interesting. Not sure how they managed it, but the UC Marines actually managed to bring us an Ashta. It's not like the Ashta is a terrifying beast and natural predator. Those are both exceptional and wonderful qualities, and essentially the work we're doing here is that Ashta is native to the planet Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Aquila, home to Aquila City, capital of the Freestar Collective. Leave it to a group of ground pounders to grab a candidate right from the enemy's backyard, though it does beg the question how Freestar Collective scientists managed to weaponize their greatest natural predator. If so, our timetable just got accelerated. Trial failure. Any fears that our Freestar Collective counterparts have managed to weaponize the Ashta has been completely dispelled. After the Mickelson debacle, we determined the NCI should only be attached under full sedation, so that wasn't an issue. The problem started immediately afterwards. The Ashta proved incredibly resistant to synchronization. We never achieved control fidelity until 47%. Dr. Chin's answers nearly ripped off 5 minutes into the first trial. In short, the Astra simply can't be controlled, if not by us, then certainly not by the Freestar Collective. Dr. Paulson has been in touch with Colonel Kasparov. Looks like the Marines will have another species collected and dropped off by the time next week. So is this kind of like, you remember Fallout? With, I think it was the Enclave, they kind of doing the same thing. Trying to control death claws and things in Fallout 3. Another creature, another failure. No fault of the UC ground pounders. We wanted a predator and they delivered. These things were so alien. Paulson had a difficult time deciding on destination. Opted for Repton's Venenum. Shame we couldn't properly sync the NCR. These things would have been spectacular, especially the poison. Okay. Marines dropped another few specimens off this morning, totally unscheduled. Best way to describe them, they're arthropods, the alien equivalent of Hamaras Gomaras, basically giant space lobsters. Okay, we already found one of those, right? Earlier, was that one of them? Promising giant space lobsters. I'm not entirely sure why the UC Grunts found these particular test subjects. Some godforsaken backwater rock, I imagine. After the third or fourth unsuccessful trial, I stopped asking. None of these earlier species could be controlled with any reliability. As noted by the earlier logs, this natural aggressiveness made them effective weapons, but a bullet is less than useless if the gun keeps turning itself on the shooter. Huh? Gun keeps turning on itself. Sorry, gun keeps turning itself on the shooter. So, are they being mind controlled? Well, these new creatures possess a perfectly natural disposition, non-aggressive, even docile, yet capable of defending themselves with deadly efficiency when threatened. When they go on the attack, they're terrifying, so we'll see. We're moving, packing up shop and transitioning the entire operation. It's happened so fast my head is spinning. The work in the arthropods has been so successful, we're actually relocating to our home world. We'll have an unlimited supply of creatures from the Xeno Warfare Division. I've been named Senior Xenobiologist, and that means I'll be running the entire facility. My first instinct was to tell Amanda. I'm still not used to her not being there. I'll give Michael or Mitchelson credit. The guy really went to bat for me. He let the mass brass know it was my work tuning and a neural control interface that I was instrumental in controlling the arthropod. I guess Paulson is being forced to retire. Good riddance. So that was a lot of information. I might speed that up. So if it's sped up and you've heard me talking really fast, then yeah, sped up is the reason why. Because that's a lot of information and I like it. I like the amount of exposition on the lore and stuff. But at the same time, I understand that some people don't want to hear too much of it.
Allow me to assist in carrying some supplies.
I'm good. You can't carry enough to unencumber me at this point anyway, I'm pretty sure, buddy. So I don't think it's going to really matter. And there seems to be no increase in any kind of fatigue from being heavier than I were previously. So it doesn't really matter. Just gotta soldier on with it. Ball gains sell for money. I could sleep and get some rest. Get some health back. Lovely. Oh, I didn't notice that. Already checked you out. Right, so we haven't checked out this room yet. What's in there? What loot? Got a lot of money on us though, that's for sure. I'm happy about it. Happy about it. Wait a minute, what's that? That's a pencil case. Desktop sphere toy. Meeting 6:45. Okay. Bunch of darts again. Did you pick? They're safe. Fill in all open slots in every layer to open the lock. So that's a key. Rotating it so it lines up with the gaps in the security layer. Slot the key to fill in the gaps. Each key can be only used once. Right. Okay. Slot key. Slot key. Huh? Okay, so... Huh? I'm so confused right now. Like, really confused. I don't get it. Okay. Right. I do not like this pick locking system. Maybe it'll grow on me, but that was very confusing. And apparently I used a lot of picks doing that. Humidifier. Is that a cookie? It's running. No, it's none. Okay. Okay. On my... Right. What's this? No.
Your spinal health will be compromised by carrying so many items.
Yeah? I don't really care. Okay. What's this? Wonder base? Okay. Alien bug paperweight. Wanna do that? Newton's cradle. Desktop digiframe. So I'm guessing most of the stuff that I'm picking up right here, even though it seems like random stuff, are probably going to be used for building, right? I could break it down into stuff. Oh, weapons. Hang on. Nice. Okay. A treatment. Roger that. You give me all this stuff, it makes me think you're going to throw some at me in a minute. Video game logic. Give the player lots of restoratives and things if you know they're going to need them. Door is broke. What have we here? Med pack. Lovely. Mines and grenades. Gonna be a lot of enemies in there. I'm stuck. Ooh. Ah.
That's dry. Reloading.
You were trying to kill me, but I am not technically alive.
That's a lot of enemies. I need my L2 back. Is he even fighting them, or is he just sitting there, letting them beat him? Oh, he's actually fighting them. He actually does hit them. You don't just sit there. Interesting. He's not got a very good reactive AI though, I guess.
What?